Good morning, friends, and good morning to those of you who did not join us on Zoom this morning. Totally okay. So we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to start the story of Easter packet. Okay, so it looks like this. It has Jesus on the front where he was crucified. So make sure that you have this packet, the story of Easter. You should not have the packet that talks about Jesus' miracles. That's for after we come back from Easter break. So I'm going to go ahead and read the story to you, and then we are only going to do the first page together. Okay, so the story of Easter. Jesus entered Jerusalem with his disciples. People welcomed Jesus by shouting and waving palm branches. Jesus went to the temple in Jerusalem. He was unhappy that people were selling things. He drove out the merchants. Jesus started teaching at the temple. The chief priests were angry. The chief priests wanted Jesus to go away. Judas, one of the disciples of Jesus, told the priests he would help them. Jesus knew about the plan. He gathered his disciples for the Last Supper. Jesus went to the garden to pray. Judas led the priests to Jesus. The guards arrested Jesus. Jesus went before Pontius Pilate, a Roman judge. Pilate sentenced Jesus to be crucified. Jesus died at noon on Friday. His body was placed in a tomb on Saturday. On Sunday, Mary and some other women went to the tomb. Jesus was not there. He has risen. An angel told them the good news. Jesus appeared to his disciples for 40 days after his resurrection. Then he was taken up to heaven. So this is a prayer that goes along with our story. It says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have eternal life." That's John chapter 3, verse 16. So this is our job. There is a page on the back that looks like this. Okay? So it looks like this. There's nothing else on it. You're going to rip it off. So go ahead and take it off just so you have this. So we are going to do the first page front and back. Okay, so it's Jesus entered Jerusalem with his disciples. People welcomed Jesus by shouting and waving palm branches. So the bottom of that page, right here, it says find a palm branch to welcome Jesus. So we're going to go back to the page that we ripped off. Okay, and we are going to cut the palm branch out. So go ahead. We're going to cut it out. Okay, so you should have your palm branch cut out. Should be nothing on the back, just a palm branch. And you're going to glue it to the page under Jesus and his donkey, or the space. Okay, so you put some glue, and then put the palm branch. Okay, so remember, when Jesus came in riding on his donkey into Jerusalem, the people welcomed him by waving the branch, the palm branches, and they put the palm branches down so that Jesus and his donkey could step on those instead of stepping on the floor. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and go to the second page. Okay, so it says Jesus went to the temple in Jerusalem. He was unhappy that people were selling things. He drove out the merchants. Jesus started teaching at the temple. The chief priests were angry. So on the bottom it says, find an angry priest. So we're going to go back to this page. And we're looking for somebody who looks angry. Okay. So I see an angel, a cross. So this looks like an angry priest. So we're going to cut this one out. So go ahead and cut it out. So this is a little bit of the backstory before Jesus went to go see Pontius Pilate, and then before the Stations of the Cross. So that's why this all sounds new. So we are going to glue the angry priest down. There he is. Okay, angry priest. And then the third page, page 3, says the chief priest wanted Jesus to go away. Judas, one of the disciples of Jesus, told the priest that he would help them. Okay, so here's an angry priest, and this is Judas. So it says, give some money to Judas for helping the priests. So we're going to go to our page, and we're looking for money. So here's some gold coins here. So we're going to go ahead and cut out the gold coins. Okay. If anything fell, like my angel fell off, you're going to save it. Okay, don't throw it away, don't get rid of it, because each part of the story has a piece that goes that glues onto it. So you don't want to throw any of the pieces or the characters away. Okay, so I have my gold coins, and I'm going to go ahead and glue that under Judas and the angry priest. Okay. So remember, Jesus rode into Jerusalem on Palm Sunday, which was 2 days ago, and he was welcomed by the people. So they were fanning him with palm branches. They put palm branches on the floor so he could walk on, and they put their cloaks down or their coats so that he didn't walk directly on the floor. Excuse me. And he rode into Jerusalem on a donkey. So he goes to the temple in Jerusalem, and he sees that people are selling things. And remember, a temple is like the same thing as church, as where we have mass. It's a holy space, and it's meant for prayer and for worshiping. And he saw that people were selling things, and Jesus was very upset because that's not what we use. That's not what they use temples for, and that's not what we use our churches for. So he told everybody to leave, and while the people were selling things there were chief priests there, so priests who had a lot of power, who got mad that Jesus made the merchants or the people that were selling stop. So the way that they got Jesus to go away is by going and basically tattletelling on him. And that's when Judas came in, and Judas said, well, if you give me some money, I can help you find Jesus. And that's where we're going to end off today. Okay, so this is the last, page 3 is the last one we'll do. Tomorrow and Thursday we will continue and finish our book. So remember, keep that to the side. Don't throw any of your pieces away, because all of the pieces have a place in our book. Okay, so be on the lookout for your language arts video.